Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about market capitalization and its importance. Alright? First, we will learn how to calculate market capitalization, and at the end, I will tell you the importance of it. Okay? Now, market capitalization refers to how much a company is worth as determined by the stock market. Okay, so market capitalization is nothing but the worth of the company which is determined by the stock market. All right, so now this market capitalization can be expressed in terms of a formula, or it can be calculated using a formula, and that formula would be outstanding shares into current market price. When you multiply this by this, you get market capitalization of a company. Okay, now what is this outstanding shares? Outstanding shares is nothing but the total shares of a company. How much shares does a company have? That itself is outstanding shares. Alright. Next is current market price. What is the price at which the share of the company is being traded in the stock market? That is current market price. So when you multiply this and this, you get market capitalization. Okay. Now, let me take an example. Let us say there is a company ABC. Company ABC has total of 10,000 shares. So this 10,000 shares is outstanding shares. And let us say the current market price of company ABC is 100 rupees. Meaning, if you want to buy one share of this company, you will have to pay 100 rupees. That is current market price. Okay. So this into this will give you this, and this would be the market capitalization of company ABC. Okay. Now, depending on this value, depending on market capitalization, companies are categorized under three headings. One is large cap companies, the companies whose market capitalization is more than 20,000 crore rupees. Mid cap companies, the companies whose market capitalization falls between 5,000 crores to 20,000 crores. And the last one is small cap companies, all the companies which have less than 5,000 crore market capitalization. Okay, so the companies are categorized under these three headings. All right, now let me go to my desktop and show you the calculation of market capitalization. Okay, all right. If you go to Google and search large cap companies, you'll get a list of all the companies which fall under the category of large cap. If you go to Google and search for mid cap companies, you'll get a list with all the companies which fall under the category of mid cap. And same goes for small cap. Alright. Now I'll come to large cap and I can see TCS here. I'll take this example of TCS and calculate the market capitalization of TCS company. Okay. So when you go to Google, if you just search TCS outstanding shares, you'll get a value. Okay. So this is the outstanding shares of TCS, meaning TCS company has these many shares. Okay, a total of these many shares. Now let me type it down in the calculator. it is 3659 616 656. Okay, so TCS company has these many shares. All right. Now, if you go to Google and search TCS market price, then once again you will get a value. Now, this is the market price of TCS share, meaning if you wanted to buy one share of TCS company, then you would have to pay this much rupees. Okay, so let me multiply 3444.50 to the outstanding shares. So I'll get this. Okay, so this much rupees is the market capitalization of TCS. Okay, if you go to Google and if you search TCS market cap, you'll get a value. It says 12.62 trillion INR. Okay, 1 trillion is equal to 1 lakh crore rupees. Okay, 1 trillion is equal to 1 lakh crore rupees. So the market capitalization of TCS is 12.62 lakh crore rupees, which is what we get here. Okay, although it says 12.62, we are getting this, so that there will be a slight variation in the calculation. Do not worry about it. All right. Now, this value of market capitalization keeps varying. That is because this value keeps varying. All right. So yesterday it was different, today it is different, tomorrow it will be different. The price of the shares goes up and down, correct? It falls, it rises, it falls, it rises. So this market capitalization also changes and depends on the day that you calculate it. All right. And since this value is greater than 20,000 crore rupees, it falls under the category of large cap stock. Okay, large cap stocks. All right. Now, the thing is that even though this is the proper definition of market capitalization, or this is how you can categorize it, the companies that you see here and in mid cap categories and in small cap categories cannot be fitted perfectly under these values. Meaning, some of the companies that you find under the heading of mid cap companies here will not be in this category, meaning they will have their market capitalization more than 20,000 crore rupees. So according to this categorization, if a company has more than 20,000 crore rupees market capitalization, it is large cap, correct? But the thing is, some of the mid cap companies have market capitalization more than 20,000 crore rupees. This is because the market capitalization is a product of this and this, and this keeps on changing, correct? This keeps on changing. So to overcome this confusion, what SEBI has done is, it has said that the top 100 companies according to the market capitalization fall under the category of large cap companies. And from 101 to 250, whatever company comes according to their market capitalization, they are mid cap companies. And after 251, whatever companies are there, they fall under the category of small cap companies. So this is what SEBI has said. Okay. So if you go to Google and if you search top companies by market cap in India, you will get many results. Okay. So I will click, or I will go to the one by companiesmarketcap.com. I will click on this to get a list. Here you will see that the companies are listed in decreasing order of market capitalization. Okay. So the highest market capitalization is of Reliance Industries. So this value is given in dollar, but do not worry about it. But what SEBI has said it is, when sorted according to market capitalization, first 100 companies, first 100 companies, first 100 companies are large cap companies. So these are large cap companies. So till here it is large cap companies. Now this list can change. Why does it change? The market price of the stock can change, correct? So this list can change. But the general rule is top 100 companies according to market capitalization are large cap. Then from 101 to 250, okay, 101 to 250. So this is till 200. So let me click on next, and you can see, yes, till 250. Tata Teleservices is mid cap companies, or are mid cap companies. Okay, this is as on date 13. Okay, this is as on today's date, 13 August. Now after 250, whatever companies are listed fall under the category of small cap companies. Okay, small cap companies. Now this is what SEBI has said to avoid the confusion of this. Alright, I hope it is clear. Now, there is also one more misconception, that the share price or market price of a share of a company tells you its market capitalization, meaning higher the market price of a company, higher is the market capitalization. That is the misconception that some of you have, but it is not so. So let me take two examples, okay, two companies. One is ICICI Bank and another is Bajaj Finance. Okay, so if you see ICICI Bank, its market capitalization is 6.67 trillion rupees. Okay, but the market price is 954.35. What is market price? The price of one share. Okay, so if you want to buy one share of ICICI, it is 954.35 rupees. Alright, so this is the value, even though the market cap is 6.67 trillion rupees. When you go to Bajaj Finance, you can see the market capitalization is 4.28 trillion rupees. Now this is lesser than this, correct? So Bajaj Finance has lesser market capitalization than ICICI. But if you see the market price of Bajaj Finance share, it is 7,037 rupees. Meaning, if you want to buy one share of this Bajaj Finance company, you would have to pay 7,037 rupees. So you can see that even though market capitalization is lesser, the share price is higher than this. Okay, so you cannot conclude that, or you cannot say that higher the price of the share, higher is the market capitalization. Okay, so that is the case generally, but it doesn't hold true always. All right, I hope this is clear. Now let me continue with my topic. Now, these are the features of investing in large cap, mid cap and small cap companies. Okay, investing in large cap companies is safer, okay, less risky than mid cap and small cap companies. Now this is because the companies that fall under the category of large cap companies are already well established. They have good reputation. Okay, so that is why investing in them would be less risky. and we invest in large cap companies when we want stable returns, and so it is best suited for long term investment. All right. Now the price of these companies are less volatile, and since they are at the pinnacle or peak of their growth, their return is also less. Okay, return is less because they have less potential for growth. So if you want stable returns, and if you want to take less risk, then you can go for large cap companies. But then, as I told you, as there is less potential for growth, the returns that you would get would also be lesser than other two. Okay. Now there is an advantage here that the companies have high liquidity, meaning you will find buyers and sellers at every price. Okay. So the liquidity is very good in the case of large cap companies. Now if you come to mid cap companies, they are also good or well suited for long term investment, but they are a little bit riskier than large cap companies. All right. And the stocks are slightly volatile when compared to large cap companies, but since they have potential for growth, the returns would also be good when compared with large cap companies. So if you are a person who is willing to take risk for good returns, then you can go for mid cap companies. Okay. Now when we come to liquidity, so mid cap companies are liquid but not as liquid as the large cap companies. Okay. The last one is small cap companies, which are riskier, and so they are good for only short term investment. All right. Their price varies highly, meaning they are highly volatile, and they are not very liquid, meaning you will not be able to find buyer and seller for every price. Okay. And since they have just started out, or some are of few years only, they have lot of potential to grow. So since they have a lot of potential to grow, the returns that you get on investment is extremely good when compared with other two. Okay. So if you are a person who is willing to take lot of risk for lot of returns, then you can go for small cap companies. All right. So these are the features of 3 categories of market capitalization. All right. Now, what is the importance of market capitalization? Market capitalization tells us how big a company is. Okay, how big a company is. Now we can use this metric to compare two companies. If there is a company A and there is a company B with different market capitalization, then we can tell just by looking at market capitalization which is the bigger company. Okay. Now this helps the investor or us to predict the future performance of stocks, because it tells us how much money are the public is willing to pay for this stock. All right. So with the knowledge of market capitalization of different companies, investors will be able to make better decisions about the types of stocks they would want in their portfolios. Okay. Over a long period of time, large cap, mid cap, as well as small cap stocks have the potential to lead the market, mainly because they are differently affected by changes in economy. Okay. So this is the reason why investors prefer to have a diverse portfolio consisting a well balanced mix of these three types of stocks. All right? Yes. So I think that is enough for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.